Jim, I know you've said he potentially has a tough fight ahead, at least in trying to build a coalition beyond those who have been frustrated with Mayor de Blasio. What do you think he's up against?
Well, he's definitely a contrast to de Blasio and a welcome one to many, especially business leaders in New York. I mean, I think one of the things he really has going for him is he has one foot in the Wall Street establishment, the business community, the chief executives of the city. And he has as an African-American male who has succeeded and with a very impressive resume, he has that kind of personality that I think he can reach out to some of the disaffected communities, minorities in the city, people who felt left out under the Bloomberg regime. So he does impressively straddle those two large groups.
Bill, I read a piece yesterday saying that people, or opponents at least, were already going to start combing through Citi's relationships and hence his relationships in an effort to maybe use those as oppo research down the road. How big of a danger is that for him?
I don't think it's a very big danger at all. You know, sometimes the fates give you the right person at the right time, and I think that's what Ray McGuire is for all the reasons that Jim said. And, you know, I've known Ray for close to 25 years. I worked with him for 2 years at Merrill Lynch as an M&A banker. I mean, he's smart, he's sensitive, he's practical, he's thorough, he listens well, and he's deliberate, and he knows how to get things done. So will there be oppo research? Of course there'll be oppo research. That's sort of standard in political behavior, as we all know. And he's also probably got, a challenge, which I know he has thought about, is how to get a nomination for a Democratic Party in New York City that is obviously probably more to the left than he is.
People to turn out, I mean, New York City mayoral contests are their own animal. They sort of exist unto themselves. You never really know, and you can't necessarily just assume the most far-left candidate, as happened last time with de Blasio, is going to win the day again. One question that people have had, and I know McGuire obviously for years as well, is whether he's fully into it. Is his heart fully into it? Because it's a nasty business. It's a thankless task. What's your sense on that, Bill?
Well, I would say that Ray does not have to do this. He's only, what I'm told is he's doing it because he absolutely his heart is in it. He's doing it because he believes he can make a difference at this moment. He's 63 years old. He does not need to do this. And I think this is, the fates, as I said, have mandated in his mind that he's going to do it. And he wouldn't have done it. And he wouldn't have agreed to do it if he wasn't. He doesn't do anything without a full amount of passion and determination and excellence as well, I might add.
Jim, whoever is the next mayor of New York, or for that matter, many of our large cities in this country are going to have quite a mess they inherit. I mean, when it comes to New York, we can all just make assumptions in terms of what the budget is going to look like, but it's going to be awfully bad. Tell me. There's
some big challenges here. And I will say I'm sort of heartened and impressed that the Democratic field is as big and robust as it is, given these challenges. But, look, de Blasio used a lot of class warfare rhetoric, and that's going to be coming up again. McGuire will be attacked for being a product of Wall Street, for being rich, for living on Central Park West. I think people are tired of that here. I mean, there were real problems confronting the city before the pandemic, and I mean rising crime, rising homelessness, the flight of wealthy people because of the tax situation, and I think people want to see some of these things solved. Now we've got the pandemic laid on top of it. Flight has increased even more. People, the talk about soaking the rich, where are the rich? I mean, it's a problem, and I think that whoever the new mayor is going to have to show some tangible progress at fighting the problems in the city before they can even think about raising taxes and charging people more to live here.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.